Good morning, guys. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayesha, and this is Spun and Stitched. Today is Friday, February 21st, and I'm coming to you from my creative space, the family hangout space in my house. Okay, so it's been a while. I think my first episode was December. I was getting things ready for Christmas. I don't have the items because they've been gifted, of course, but everything came out nice except for my mom's socks. The was a little difficult to put them on her feet. My ribbing is tight, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to take it a loose, maybe bring it down a little bit, and I'm thinking I can increase the needle size, or increase the number of stitches to give it more space. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna have to look that up, but that's the only completed project that needs to be revised, which I'm happy about because, like I said, these socks gave me some issue in the first place. So yes, but I have a new pair of socks on the needles for my mom that I'll show you a little bit later. Hopefully, she tried them on. My mom just left about an hour ago. She tried those on and they fit nice. I took measurements of her feet, so I know exactly when to start the toe. So I'll work on those probably tonight or tomorrow. My other finished item. So I made myself a hat with this yarn from Hobby Lobby. I can't remember the name of it, but it's very pretty. I made a basic hat. I can't remember the pattern. I'll I think I uploaded into Ravelry. If I did, I'll tag the Ravelry page in the show notes. But it was too small. I think I used the wrong size needle. My tension's tight, so that didn't help either. I didn't swatch. So I end up unraveling it. I found this beautiful yarn. It's Jord Fluffy. Um, I can't read the rest because it's in a different language. Yes. Color Cotton Candy. So I had this in stash, so I put these together and I made another one, the Pearl Soho classic cuff, or it'll be in the show notes also. The hat that I made. My husband has a hat, my son has a hat, my nephew has a hat. And I made this one for myself. I did the ribbing in just the solid um finger weight yarn because I wasn't sure if it's going to be too itchy on my forehead. And then I did the ribbing to pattern, so 4 inches. And then the body of the hat is 9 because I noticed when I made my husband's hat, initially it wasn't enough space in the body of the hat. So I made that 9, and then I did the decreases for the top of the hat. And I have not worn this hat, but my daughter has. It snowed in Maryland, and she tried to run outside without anything on her head, and I snatched this up and put it on her head, and she thinks it's hers now. So because pink is her favorite color, I'll allow it. And then I can't remember the name of the pattern. Again, show notes. But I finished my vest, my granny square vest, and I just have a gajillion ends to weave in. It took an hour. I wove in the ribbing ends, and I think two of the granny squares. Was it two? Yes, these two. And it took me about an hour. This is the only thing about granny squares I do not like is the ends. And I will weave them in as I go sometimes. But I don't, maybe I'm weaving them in wrong as I go because you can see like a strand, and if you pull it, it comes out. So yes. So if you know of a better way to weave in my granny square threads as I go along, please tag me or let me know. I would love to try it out. So I don't have, because I really want to wear this, but Of course, it's the inside, but it's just like it's 1,001 ends, and I have not made the time to sit down and do it. Last finished object, a friend of mine asked me to make some hats for a friend of hers, her mother. And so this is the first hat. Super cute. All the ruffles. She wanted the big extra ruffles. So this is hat number one. Gave me some problems also because just making sure that the hat fits nice when the head circumference is different than mine. It's kind of difficult. So it was a lot of trial and error, a lot of do rounds and taking them apart to make sure they fit. So I hope this fits. It's gorgeous. I love the yarn. Um, it's from Joanne. If I can find the ball bands, I will put in the show notes. Everything's in the show notes, okay? So works in progress. So the socks that I was making that are now for my mom are these right here. Very beautiful. The yarn is, oops, Polymorph Dyeworks. This is the main color. The accent colors are just leftover yarns that I had in my sock bin. I have a big Ziploc bag of mini skeins and leftover yarn. So sock one has purple with a turquoise heel, and then sock two has turquoise with the purple heel. And if I have enough of these colors when I get to the toe, then the toe will have the cuff color. If not, then the body of the foot will be just the main color. Oh, this color is called Frostbite, the main color. Nope, right here. So yes, this has been fun. It's weird because these socks, I literally started and ripped it out about 4 or 5 times. No lie, no exaggeration. 4 or 5 times. I don't understand the issue with this sock. Oops. With this sock, because this one is, I haven't had to rip anything out. It's been really easy. This one, of course, is toe up. Well, that one, the finished one, I started cuff down 3 or 4 times and it wasn't working. So I said, forget it. I'm gonna do the Andrew Murray bear paw pattern, which is toe up. So I did that for her, but my bind off is too tight. So that's why I was saying earlier, I can just take it out and figure out how to adjust it so that it fits my mom's foot. That way she has two pairs of socks, a thinner one and a thicker one. So maybe shoe and house. Not sure. Okay, so I have my friend asked for two hats. So this is the second one. It's gonna be more of a sun hat. Super cute. I found a really cute pattern. Same bucket style, a nice flat brim, but in the back it separates and it has a crocheted bow. I thought it was very cute, very dainty. The yarn I'm using is Sugar and Cream in the color Jute. Real nice cotton yarn. Really good for summer accessories. She wanted a thicker chunky hat and a lighter hat, so that's the lighter. My jacket number two, is it jacket number two? Yes, it's coming along nicely. So my last video I was saying how it was hurting my hands as I was working it. We blocked it and went up a needle size, so we are working them on 6.0 millimeters. Yes, us size us size 10 hooks for the body, and then the ribbing is 5. So since my last video, I have completed the whole body of the cardigan. As you can see, my sticking column right here, because I didn't want to keep going back and forth, back and forth. So I was watching, I think I said in my last video, whose video? Kristen Locker, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She showed how she created a sneaking column for a basic cardigan, and how she knitted in around the seeking column, and then she picked up for the ribbing prior to cutting her steek. So that's what I'm going to do here. As you can see, I am working on my first sleeve, which I must admit the short row instructions were very confusing. I don't know if they wrote them incorrect, but after 3 tries, I ended up just knitting the knits and purling the pearls. You know, following the instructions as to where to do my short row turns. But other than that, the numbers, I just followed the pattern pretty much. So I knit the knits, I purl the pearls until it came back around, because they were not, nothing was lining up. And I just couldn't think, I didn't want to follow the pattern and it looked weird. I rather it look like it's supposed to look, and I just say, okay, pattern, go away. So that's what I did. I have not picked this up in about a week because I've been working on the hat and the socks and my spinning, which I left up there. So yes, this is my jacket number 2. I hope to have it finished this end of February, sometime in March, because I really, really, really want to wear it. It's so nice. I get to block it again with the sleeves, and then wear it to work or out to eat or just around the house. You know, good cardigan vibes. My my nest sweater, I think I'm going to frog it and try it again because I'm stuck. And I took it to my spinning group last Sunday. Yes, this past Sunday. And I could not, for the life of me, remember where in the pattern I was. So I couldn't even ask for help because I didn't know where I was, which is crazy to me. So, but it's very pretty. The color is everything. So we're going to, well, I'm going to reread the pattern, see if I can figure out where I am, and if I can't, then we're just going to rip it out and start again, because it's light enough, it's thin enough that it'll be a nice spring sweater. As long as I get it. I'm past the point of having to rush and get things done right away. I know that I am not a fast knitter. I am faster in my crochet. For the simple fact that I've been doing crochet longer than knitting. So I am going to adapt the slow process mentality and just take my time. You know, it's fun. I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying, reading the patterns, learning new techniques, taking my time, creating beautiful pieces so we don't have to rush. Because I have enough sweatshirts. I have a lot of sweatshirts, a lot of sweaters upstairs. I'm trying to replace my store sweatshirts and sweaters with knit pieces. So when I finish one, then I can switch it out. So I don't have there's not a need or a gap for anything. Along with the same thing with my cardigan. I love cardigans. I have about 4 just scattered all over my room right now that I wear on a daily basis. So when I make a cardigan, if I no longer want the store-bought cardigan, I will get rid of it, or not. I'll just have 1,000 cardigans. I'm cool with that. So, so I've had this picture in my phone since forever, and I finally decided that we're going to make it. Let me see if I can find it. That I'm going to go through my phone and make the things that I took screenshots of, because obviously I wanted it. That's why I took a screenshot. So this is the bag. Isn't it pretty? So I love the colors. Colors are very me, very fall, autumnal. So I went to Michael's and got the same exact colors. Ignore the bubbling in the middle. So that's the first panel. Then this is the second panel. And then in the picture, it has one square on the sides and then like rows. But I just did square. So side, side, and bottom. And I purchased the framing, I guess. I don't know what it's called. Because I looked up how to make, crochet bags, and it's this material like it reinforces the bag so that it's not just weighing on the yarn. So I bought 3 sheets of that because I wasn't sure how much I would need, and I wanted extra for the handles. So I'm excited about that. So that's kind of on hold until I get the second hat done because I like getting my orders or like requests from friends or family out of the way so they're not waiting on it. Me, I can wait. I can sit here and I can crochet a little bit on my things, but if somebody orders something from me, especially if they pay for it, then I want to get it out into them as soon as possible. That is everything I've been working on. Um, I bought some things. Oh no, my spinning. One second. So I was looking on YouTube and YouTube University, and I came across this lovely lady. I will tag her channel. She was she was doing Spinuary. I think that's what they say. She was spinning her yarn in January. I think she had like an amount of fiber she had purchased and she wanted to spin it all in the month of January. So I was watching her video and it wasn't instructional or anything. It was just I was focused on her hand movements. So I was watching that and it was very different from what I was doing. And what I was doing was not it. Like the everything was coming out. I have the same yarn fiber, but one ball is super tight, like twine. One is super fluffy, like our yarn. The other one is just, I can't use it pretty much. Probably the art yarn, I could make something with it, but it's so small that I really don't know like it's just going to stay in a ball. It's cute. It's going to stay in a ball. So I was watching her hand movement and I said, okay, we're going to try it. So I sat down on Mabel. That's my spinning wheel. And I sat down with Mabel and I had her video up and I watched it again and we made this. You see how pretty? You see how tiny that is? Like I think it's beautiful. Let me see. I see the curl. Look at that twist. Look at the twist. So I'm excited. That's the first bag I had showed you guys last time. So I've started on the second one. Oh, my things on the floor. I started on this one, the Ashford Merino and Silk Silver. This is just merino, 100% merino. So I started this. I took it to my spinning group Sunday, and the ladies helped me break it. She said to pull it apart in half. So I noticed that when the first time I was taking the fiber and splitting it into like fours. But when it came time to attach them as I'm spinning, that's where, well, the whole thing was a mess, but that's where it was a lot. So with this one, I pulled it in half. Well, it came apart in half. It just fell apart. So I took the first half and I just spun it across. I'm pretty sure it's a term for that. I don't know it. So I just like if okay. So this is my fiber in my hand. I just spun it. I pull a piece here and then I will pull a piece across and just keep going back and forth, back and forth. It felt very natural, and I think I only had a little bit of issues from where I was trying to like tension it, but not tension it so much where my fingers started to hurt. So when I loosened up too much, that's when the twist came down too much in the fiber, and I had to stop and like pull it a little aggressively to like thin it out some. So, but I feel like I feel positive and I feel happy where I am with it right now. This one is coming out very nice. The silk was a little different, not difficult, just different because it doesn't stick together like the merino did. it because it's different material than merino. Of course, they're gonna like separate a little bit. So it's just more holding and like pushing together when I was spinning, if that makes sense. So the first, I think I have like 10% left of the first half, and then I'm going to spin this half, and then we can apply them together. So that is exciting. Exciting. Speaking of applying, I bought me a lazy Kate. The ladies whose video I was referring to, she had an upright lazy Kate, and I liked hers because it had a tension on it. So the lazy Kate that's um on my spinning wheel, I feel like it's a lazy Kate, or it might just be the bobbin holder. I was using it as a lazy Kate. It doesn't hold the bobbin, so it just spins willy-nilly, you know. So hers, it had like a string that does like a S, an infinity around the bobbins, because you know they have a little groove right here, and it like tensions it a little bit so that when you're pulling, it's just kind of like when you're drafting, you're holding it here and you're letting a little bit go. The same thing is holding a little resistance so the bobbins don't just spin out of control. So that got delivered yesterday. I don't know if I need to assemble it. It's literally, I opened the box before I press record. So we're gonna see together when it needs to be done. I also got some fiber because it was free shipping and I needed like $8 more. So, and it's funny because the amount I would have paid for shipping with just the lazy Kate was like $4 more than what I paid for free shipping with the fiber. So why not? Why not? So I got dark gray, 16 ounces, a Kromsky wool. I don't think I've heard of that yet, but I'm thinking ahead of time. Like I'm thinking in the future because I would like a nice dark gray. I'm thinking either a cardigan or a V-neck sweater. Now I don't know if I can get everything out of this. I might have to order some more, but isn't it pretty? Look, it's so nice. So yes, that's the next project, and I love the little bag that it came in. So we can just put that over here. I don't worry about anything getting to it, anything getting wet on it. Perfect. Oh, I do have some assembly is required for my lazy Kate. Okay, so we'll put this together a little later and I will, this might be the thumbnail so you can see what it looks like. Or we can just wait till next time, next video to show a picture. But yeah, as you can see the twine here, that's what's going to be the tensioner for the bobbins. That's nice. All right, while we're talking about things that I purchased, I bought a board. What's it called? A Carter board? Carter? It's not a Carter, but it's over there. And I don't feel like getting up. So I was watching Andrea Meyer's video and she was showing her 3-ply 3 ways. So one was, I think, from I think it was a bat that she had roving, and it was something else. Blending board. I bought a blending board. So it was those three. Um, so I wanted to try it, and then I had some fiber that my mom and my brother's girlfriend had purchased 2 years ago. And looking at it compared to what I've been spending now, it's very short, like very short staple length. And I was talking to some ladies, and they were saying that, because I didn't bring it with me, I just had pictures. They were saying that I need to blend it. It needs to be processed in some way that I could spin it because it's gonna be hard. Like they're literally like this, like chunks of this, like small pieces of wool. So I got a blending board from Amazon. It was like $20, I think. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna put it all on there, blend it together, and then bake little roll eggs and see if I can spin it from there. Because I don't want to get rid of it. It's 2 bags. It's 2 bags of fiber, and we're gonna try to we're gonna try to make it work. I don't want to toss it out. Even if I can't make it work, I'm gonna find somebody that can make it work. They can either make it work and give it back to me, or they can keep it and make it work. But I'm just not gonna throw the fiber away. That makes no sense. While we're still on fiber, I sewed me a project bag sometime last year, and I had leftovers. So in the spinning group, the ladies have like, these cute little baskets, or like bags, hanging from their spinning wheel, and it holds everything that they need for spinning. And right now, mine's in this cute little pouch that I got from my loctician. Don't mind the missing you that I got from my loctician. So I was thinking I'm going to use my leftover material for my bag. Isn't it pretty? I found it at my local thrift store, and it was just enough for the bag. I mean, obviously, I have leftovers. I have some more over there. But I'm going to make like a cute little round little handle bag and put it on the backside of Mabel because I can't put it on the front because there's nowhere to put it. So I'm going to like a little C hook. Is it called a C hook? Yeah, little C hook or a command strap. Probably a command strap because I don't want to screw anything into Mabel. So probably like a small command hook, and she'll dangle off the back of my spinning wheel. And that way everything that's in here will be my cute little bag. I love the print. I mean, I can't think of anything else I can make it with it because it's so small of a remnant, and it didn't have any kind of label on it to try and find more. I'm gonna take a picture and do a Google search and see if I can find where, because I would really like a bomber jacket. Oh, that's on my list this year. I want to make a I want to sew my own jacket, and this would be a nice bomber jacket. Can you see it? Can you see it? Well, like gold, golden, like golden um sleeves and like a collar and a zipper. That would be nice. So yes, this is going to be my sewing so my spinning bag that goes on my spinning wheel. So when I find some time to get it done, that's on the list of getting things done. So I'm subscribed to two yarn. Well, before that, Christmas time, my mom gifted me my first Zabber ball. It's I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. Stark 6. I think that's the color. But it's beautiful. I love the colors, the purples, the maroons, the blues, a little bit of orange, red. So these are gonna be socks. So I have the Sunday sock pattern by Petite Knit. So I think I want to do that, but I think it's ribbing, and I don't know if I want to make rib socks with this. So I might just follow the numbers of it because I would like a slouchy sock. So it's gonna be bottom up. I think as of right now, I think the whole sock is just gonna be this color. It's 150 grams. I could bust it down into twos and then just knit until I run out of yarn. That's the idea. If I can find a color, an accent color, then maybe that'll do the heel and the accent color to like stretch the yarn so it can go higher up on my leg. But I love this color. It's so pretty. So I'm in two yarn subscriptions. One is Freckled Whimsy, and it's a self-striping yarn. And so I got it on the Serendipity base, and January's color was Love is in the Air. It's a 12 stripe repeat. Very pretty. Very nice. And February's was Keep Calm and Leprechaun. It's a 6 stripe repeat. So I did pause this subscription because I can't fit any more yarn in my sock yarn bin. It's crazy. So I put a pause on this because I have enough yarn, to be honest. I want all the socks. So, I have my little pouch that I work on my socks, if we're in the car, if we're going somewhere, if I'm in the doctor's office, something small and portable to take with me. So once those are done, I'm going to cast on one of these, and then we're just gonna work our sock stash. My younger daughter loves her hand knitted socks. I think I made her 3 pairs so far. So I am gonna have her come and we're gonna dump the bin out. I'm gonna separate what I want for myself, and I'm just gonna let her pick the colors that she wants. The first one I think was rainbow, and then the second pair of socks she picked her own colors. So we'll just do that, and then I'll make socks for her. I made socks for my oldest daughter, but she doesn't really wear them. Same for my husband and my son. Everybody has socks, but only my younger daughter and myself that we actually wear them. Like we wear the crap out of our socks. So that's the plan. So I put a pause on this subscription, but I also got a subscription from the Little Wolf Knits. She's doing the book club little Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events. She is doing yarn based on the 13 books from that collection. And I have seen the Netflix series. I watched all the episodes on that. I didn't know, or it didn't dawn on me that it was a book series also. So when she mentioned it, I said, this is really cool because I'm trying to get back into reading. I used to read all the time. Last year was very heavy on audiobooks, but I want to sit down and set away time to sit there and just read. Because with my audiobooks, I'm still working or I'm cooking or I'm knitting or crocheting. Like I want to sit there and just do nothing but read. So I went and purchased the 13 books. And I finished book one. And now my oldest, because she loves to read also, my oldest is reading the first book. So I told her once she finishes the first book, we'll watch the first episode because she hasn't seen the Netflix series yet. So this is book one, The Bad Beginning. I have it on her Sunfish base, 4525 superwash merino and nylon. And these are the colors. I should have brought the book down so you could see what the book looks like with the colors. But these are the colors. I think it's very pretty. I love there's no colors that I don't love. So the plan with this is to make socks. So the plan is to make the sock. I wanted to make the sock while I was reading the book, but I didn't really know when she was going to ship out the yarn. So I got this yarn in the beginning of February. So I had already finished the book. So I'm going to, as soon as I finish my mom's socks, I'm going to wind these up and get started because it'd be really cute. So if I can remember, I will. Well, I don't know. This is like my fourth time trying to record this video. Um, every time I try to sit down and record it, something was happening. People were running around the house. I try to record first thing in the morning when my family is either away at school or work and my youngest is asleep, so I can get, uninterrupted time to record. So it was hard doing that January because life has been moving, 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 moving. And I recorded Valentine's Day. I had to, press pause and keep them coming back because we had electrician in the house doing some work. So I recorded the whole video. I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to edit it, put the little pictures and things here and there. I'm going to edit it and then upload it. So my husband and I went out for dinner on Valentine's Day. And then Saturday, I was going to do a Saturday morning, but I ended up sleeping in because I was exhausted. And then we went to Baltimore to the Lexington Market to see a friend of ours. She has a restaurant out there. And then we went to the mall to do a little school shopping because my babies are growing. They are growing out their clothes. So We had to get a little extra clothes to last them until, it gets cooler. I mean, cooler. Till the weather warms up and they could start, wearing dresses and shorts again. So we did that. And my husband ended up not having to go to work. So we stayed at the mall and we just hung out. So when I got home, I was exhausted. We watched a movie, went to sleep. Sunday, I went to pull it up to upload it. And I don't know what happened, but it was gone. My whole video, like 45 minutes, was gone. So your girl was defeated. I was like, all right, we're just going to try this again later. So Monday was a holiday. I think we slept. I think we just slept and we did nothing, which was very much needed. And Tuesday, work, 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 work. Today I'm off. I'm off on Fridays. So I was like, okay, we're going to record it. We're just going to record, upload, put things in show notes. We're not going to do any editing. We're not going to do any altering. It's just going to be what it is. So this is what it is. um, I don't have anything else to show. We're going to finish, finish my jacket. We're going to cast these on. These are going to be in the round, like, what they call it? Vanilla socks. That's in the round. I think I'm going to do everything. We're going to do the cuff, body, heel, maybe. I don't know. We're going to break it down, see how much we get. But it might just be the cuff, and then everything else is the main color. Did I say what color it's called? I think it's just called the Bad Beginning. That's the color name. Yes. That's the plan for this. Finish the hats. This. Finish. Cake up. Cardigan is gonna take a while. The process isn't taking a while. It's just like I said, I have small things I want to finish. I want to finish weaving in the ends to my granny square vest. Finish the hat, get that to my friend, and then finish the socks, get that to my mom. 'Cause I'm gonna go see her on the 14th. There's a yarn festival in Raleigh, North Carolina, that I'm gonna go to. So I want to have those finished, or at least finished, so I can like finish the toe or something while I'm there, and then she can have those. And hopefully, I've figured out how to fix her Christmas socks. Yeah. So that's on the to do. I'm trying to see what else. I mean, I have 1,001 whips. I have blankets in the process. I have another pair of socks that I started last Halloween. They look very much like candy corn. I love them. I'm going to pick them back up. It's just that they're ribbing. So it's a slog for me right now. Yeah. Oh, I decided I want to pick up quilting. So I went to my local Joann. That's unfortunately their location is going to be liquidated. So I went and got some things. Kind of, they didn't really have a lot of the jelly rolls for the quilts. So I got them, but they weren't really on sale. They were like 20%, but I really feel as if the prices were jacked up a little bit before the discount was taken. So I really didn't save a whole bunch of money, but I got what I needed. And then I know there's two quilting stores down the road from me, a little ways, that I can go to because I found one, I didn't know how much I needed of the jelly roll, so I got two of every color scheme. So my oldest wants shades of brown. My middle girl, she wants shades of pink. I got my son just multicolors, but I think it's like universe prints. So like stars and stuff. Looks very nice. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe next time I'll have them next to me so I can show you. And then my nephew, he just has blacks, like different shades of blacks, different prints. Because I wasn't sure if he wanted like a colorful one. So I just like we're gonna stick to black. I think that would be nice for him. So I got two of each, except for my daughter, the pink one. They only had one. So I would have to see if I can find it. My mom said to send her the name of it. so she can see if they have a Joanne down there. If they have that, and if not, then I'll find some other pinks that will complement it. So that's on the goal also, is to get some strips together to lay it out. Well, to figure out what I'm going to do with it. Like I'm very new to quilting. I just know that's something I want to do. I love I think my mom May, I don't know if she made those quilts, but she had a lot of quilts. So, and it's just easier to throw on. I love crocheting blankets, but 4 blankets is not going to get done at a good amount of time for them to use it now. But I feel like if I sit there and I can sew it, I mean, who knows? Sewing might be just as long as making it by hand, crocheting it for me. But I want to try that. I think it's going to be a good skill to have. I have the sewing machine my grandma Merzel gave it to me. So I have that. I bought a serger. Is it called a serger or interlocker? It was on sale for like $150. So I got it. My brother's girlfriend said that was a good deal, so I went and snagged it. So I have the things. I have the yarn. I keep kicking this. I have the thread. I just need to sit down and to make it. So when I finish these two projects, these two gift projects, I'm going to find a pattern. I'm going to lay everything out, see how it looks, see if I have enough. I might have more than enough, and then we can just get started. So very excited about that. I feel like I just need to, I need like 10 more hours in every day. So I can just sit and do all of the craft things. But one day I will have limitless time to sit there and just knit and crochet and sew and spin, get back into baking probably. Who knows? But I am enjoying the time that I have now, the time that I'm making for myself to do all the fun activities. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. I would love to be more consistent and more timely, but we're going to see what life allows me to do. And I will be back when I can get back. Have a great day, a happy Friday, and much love.